Let me start the video with a disclaimer. I have heard no rumors of a Generation 5 Glock. So sorry to disappoint you there. But I was thinking, if there's a Generation 1, 2, 3, and 4, there will eventually be a Generation Glock 5. So with that said, let's get on with the video. How can the Glock 5 be improved over its predecessors? Especially the Glock 4, since the Glock 4 had some extracting problems, and well, they're well documented. And I do own a Glock Gen 4 myself. That's my Generation 4 Glock 23 in 40 Smith & Wesson. I wrote down about 5 things that I think that would make the Generation 5 Glock maybe better than even the Generation 3 Glock, with the Generation 4 withstanding. So here I go. Number 1, a steel guide rod. Get away from the plastic guide rods. That's also going to increase the price of your basic standard Glock, but that's just me thinking. Extended slide release is number 2 on my list, because though the Glock is very concealable and it's very, let's say it's stealth-like, if I can use that term, and there's nothing protruding from the sides of it, I do believe that an extended slide release would be better, and also a better slide lock, which is part number 21, and that would help also when you're taking down the Glock. And speaking of taking down a Glock, here's my third improvement on a Glock, and that is the pulling of the trigger to disassemble your Glock or field strip your Glock. I think that can be better thought out. A lot of people don't like pulling the trigger. It doesn't bother me personally, but I think it would help. Another, I think an improvement would be sights. Some people don't like Glock sights. I have no problem with it. And over my other handguns, I still say that the Glock sight is better than what I have on my other handguns. So I think that's 5. Steel guide rod, extended slide release, and slide lock, which I'm adding as number 2. Sights, takedown of pulling of the trigger. Oh, and one more is a better trigger pull. Not change the 5.5 pounds of trigger pressure to fire your said firearm, said weapon, gun, whatever term you want to use, but maybe a better trigger. Mine, after over 400 rounds that I've put through it, I should have put a lot more, but I put about around 400 rounds. It's still a little tight. So maybe it's still not broken, but Glocks are pretty much they're ready to go right out of the box. That's it. I think the video is long enough. Generation Glock 5, it's coming, and maybe they can do some improvements. I don't know. Glock perfection. I still say stick with Glock. That's it. End of video. Glad you watched. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope wasn't trying to mislead anybody as far as information wise. Thank you for watching once again.